Alright lads, Wani gameplay continues. So, we are finally in the big city. Very cool. Here we are. I'm always disappointed when we pull up into the arcade parking lot. Large glass windows covering in sun-bleached professional leaflets adorn the front of the arcade, and the building itself looks a couple decades old. This place was probably successful in the past, but I can only imagine they break even nowadays. Such is life with buildings in general, yes? Especially with arcades. Maybe though the recent resurgence of retro deco could change that. I can show you more on the return trip. Come on. Oh my god. They didn't even blur out the logos, dude. Alright. So, just these cars on the lot. Well, I can't tell what the hell the one on the right is, but we definitely know the left van is a Kia Sedona. Either that or Carnival. I want to say it's a Sedona, whatever you pronounce it. Red SUV is definitely a Toyota RAV4. I don't know what that is on the right. I don't know if this is a shot from somewhere in Cali or it's like Brazil. Let's just say it's a Dodge. Maybe a Dodge Neon that the US never got. And it looks like there's a Camry, possibly. Actually, no, I don't think that's a Camry. Just right by the SUV. But no one cares about the cars, am I right? I do. I kind of get twitchy about that. I want to say the... Hold on, let's... wait. View. Actually, no, you know what? Never mind. I want to whip out my mouse interface thing. Yes, she must have seen my brief hesitance. Liz unlocks the trunk, and I hop out to get Olivia's chair. As I attempt to heave the thing out of Liz's trunk, it takes considerably more effort than I'd like to admit. Now, how do I unfold this blasted thing? I think there's a release button. Ooh, nice. Ooh. As I check to make sure that all my fingers were intact, I can see Olivia snickering through the passenger window. Inko-san, you have much to learn. Observe. Olivia makes sure the brakes are held, and heaves herself over in one motion. Damn! The chair is forced open by momentum alone with a loud crack. She gracefully rolls by me, tongue stuck out in smug victory over my ineptitude. Ready. Sweet. Damon hurries us inside. I can tell he's the most excited to be here out of anybody. Poggers again. Dude, this place is the bomb. That right machine. Is that a deal or no deal machine? No. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Maybe it's one of those dancing ones. And then we got the drawn in. Whatever that's supposed to be. I don't know. We used to scrounge for change to come here here after school. The place is abuzz with activity. Flashing machines all competing for attention and gamers excitedly conversing. I lean in a bit closer to Olivia. It's pretty dang loud here. You're going to be alright having to speak up more, I mean? Of course I am. What do you take me for, a kid? Sorry. I appreciate the concern. Liz scowls as she peels her boot from the floor with a loud shtick. Yeah. Damn, you could have warned me. Okay. Damon's taken off toward a nearby coin machine. Fistfuls of bills at the ready. I could have told you too. We've been here before. so why didn't you warn me about this stickiness? Olivia shrugs. Liz's head lures to bridge of snoot pinching levels. Well, you two did kinda drop this on me at the last minute. But I still remember this place pretty well. Great. You can show Ingo around, and I'll go with Damien. Liz meekly puts her pointed fingers together as she looks at the salmon-frilled teen. Hell yeah. Those two-player gun thingies look fun to try out. You mean the light gun games? Yeah, those ones. Can't put my finger on it, but something tells me that Liz was banking on splitting apart from the start. Couldn't tell from the little dance she was doing. Though it would give me ample opportunity to have some alone time with Olivia. Just to get to know her more, of course. Liz! I think I broke this one's joystick. Liz sighs heavily through her nose. Seriously, Damien? Oh, come on. It's perfectly even and fair. You sure about this, Liz? We could all just stick together. The long-necked Dinah looks around the arcade nervously. As much as I want to protest the suggestion, it might be for the best. Liz wants to stick with Damien, probably to make sure he doesn't do more damage. And Olivia knows this place well, so she'd know all the best games. We've already been spending time together after school, so why not? I'm not against the idea, just, alright, glad you agree. Liz takes this as her cue to leave, and she quickly pulls Damien away deep into the arcade. Meanwhile, Olivia begins to roll ahead, but stops and gives me an annoyed look. Come on already. Ah, right. As soon as I step closer, Olivia resumes her casual roll down the aisleway. Ooh, what machines are these? It's definitely some type of rhythm game. Sound Index? I'm pretty sure that's Sound Index. Or maybe that's the name. I must see, is that a real arcade machine? No, that is not a damn game. That's a shame. Olivia's eyes seem distant as she looks over the various game cabinets in the room. Silver irises dancing to and fro, a soft hum resonating from her mouth. I try and follow where her gaze lingers, but she seems to be constantly drifting to something new every other moment while deep in her own thoughts. And as we carry on slowly, the creeping awkwardness in my stomach gnaws away at me. I have no clue what to do right now. The point of this excursion was to relax. It feels rude to interrupt her, but she definitely knows better than me. Hey, Olivia. A voice brings her back to the current moment at the start. Her hands maneuvering her chair around to look at me fully. What game should we try first? The Barney shrugs her shoulders. I can't pronounce that, my guy. Anything? Okay, then how about one of your favorites? My favorites? Yeah, you used to come here all the time. I'm sure you've got some you prefer. The look of surprise from her is quickly hidden by her turning her chair back around. Fine, my favorites then. My favorites. She pushes her wheelchair with purpose towards a particularly large screen in the corner. Looking at it closer, there's a different large block connected to it. A dull multicolored colored sticks hanging off the sides with wires. Ah, damn it. Look up at the title screen above the title above the screen. Damn. Ruin Robbers? The more I look at it, I see where splotches of fresh paint barely cover poorly done marker graffiti. Olivia's pout is so prominent as she glares at the base of the funny-looking block before the screen. They updated it. So it should be better then, right? The pout breaks, transforming into a depressed frown as her eyes seem to gloss over. I follow her gaze to the metal plate at the base to try and better understand. Machine looks pretty well maintained if you ask me. Something wrong with it? They added a foot pedal for the cover action. Now that's a problem for her. I test the plate, feeling it sink down and notice the video demo on screen changes to a screen with a bunch of ads with numbers next to each instance. This sucks. Okay. Olivia's hands curls into fists as she glares at the machine. A twinge runs through my chest when I look back to the frustrated dino girl. One aspect of her favorite pastimes has been changed in a way that almost robs her of it. The thought strikes a painful chord in my chest, though I know I had zero hand in the game update. All the same, see the clover-scaled girls look so morose. I turn my eyes away to my feet, sensation leaving as I do, and a flash of brilliance overcomes me as I look at my loafers. Hey, I got an idea. She cuts me off with a growl. I know what you're gonna say, and the answer is no. You're willing to give up just because you can't play it easily? Yes. Ah, what a shame. Olivia's response leaves me a bit floored. Her hateful eyes leer venomously at her former favorite game. But I know my ideal will work. Okay, you play then. Having been paying attention, I'll handle the pedal work. Olivia's words are left hanging as she tries to visualize what I'm saying. Her confused gaze wanders between me and the flat rectangle on the floor. The whole time she looks so goofy, I have to withhold a chuckle in fear of her clawing me. She must realize, though, as she snatches the light gun from my hand, her head cheeks bearing a red hue. Fine. One game. She looks at the light gun in her hand and takes a deep breath. You better do your job right, Inko. I give Olivia a nod, and she wheels herself right next to the arcade machine. Gimme. She reaches out for my hand and goes to take it before I can respond. Oh god. She takes it for a split second, and then moves down to grab my wrist instead. Her scales are soft and cool. Hit the pedal when I squeeze. Capiche? A nod in affirmation. And Olivia blasts the start button to pieces. Not so tight. Dude, hit the damn pedal. It's like I'm playing with controller lag. Inko! Sorry. Holy crap, this is worse than I remember. Hi, it's me. I'm the guy that makes sense. Here you can see I put the respawning enemies in front of a place you're forced to cover, or forced to cross. I came up with this idea while eating a bird. I don't even want to stay with my ears to me. Fucking damn it, not again. Ugh. I thought we were gonna do some QTEs unironically, but I guess not. This game sucks. Wanna play again? Funny shit. She's a bit intense. When Olivia finally releases her grip on my wrist, I feel my blood rushing through the imprint she left. We ended up playing 4 or 5 games total. That's probably enough. I'm good to move on. You? Are you sure? I don't want to keep you here all day. Olivia looks over the machine one last time before sliding the plastic gun back into its slot. I'm still a bit disappointed they changed it, but thanks. Alright, there's better games around here anyway. Let's go. A stray thought. From before I really got to know Olivia, remains at the forefront of my mind. Sometimes along the way, people started calling her Hot Wheels. Don't remember really who or when. But I do know it's proof she's got that fire in her. A fire in her. Before she can roll away too far, my hand takes hold of one of her chair's grips, jolting the Dino Girl from her sullen stupor. Say, I've got an idea, Hot Wheels. Damn! Why don't we try the fighting game you were so good at? The fighting game? Olivia's jaw clicks shut, and her hands ring together tightly. Arcade cabinets can't change, right? I mean... Her gaze turns towards the opposite end of the arcade. I can hear the loud hollers of competition from here. Come on, Hot Wheels, what do you say? The name seems to invigorate her. Her glacier irises hardening, and her ivory claws touching at her wheels. An eerie grin creeps across her features, tongue polishing an incisor as she has her predatory eyes led into a particular cabinet on the far side. Olivia picks a direction and speeds off, parting the sea of sweaty dinos and leaving a small space of safety in her wake. After a short while, passing some digital pachinko machines. Pachinko? Crazy. She looks back at me for a moment, as to confirm my presence and to say, don't lose me. And then yanks her wheelchair to launch herself through the building towards a new destination. Hey! I can't really tell the machines from here. Possible, I don't know, DDR, maybe? Right next to the yellow machine there? I don't know, man. I finally give chase, falling as best as I can while avoiding the rest of the awestruck players that just witnessed a high-speed Dino Girl shoving them aside in her wake. As I get closer, the atmosphere seems to grow thicker. The very air becoming dank and heavy. Almost as if someone dialed up a humidifier up to 11. We know why. We know why. For a second, I have to stop in my tracks to catch my breath and try to cool down as my shades begin to fog up. So this is the power of the fighting game crowd. Hell yeah. And their scent being soaked up by the velour. I heard things, but I thought they were jokes. To the fog I spot Liz, or rather Liz's head, sticking above the crowds. Just there. Yo, you found us. Getting closer, Damon and Liz's head come into view. Olivia stops and checks one last time that I didn't get washed away in the crowd. She then moves past Damon and Liz, coming to a screeching halt next to a particular cabinet that's occupied by somebody else. She removes a shiny coin from her pocket, placing it firmly down on the controls of the current player who hardly glances at her. Oh my lord. Ah, even the gloves. Homeboy has the gloves. And the backpack straps just at the ends with, struggling keep itself together. As I step closer, I am able to overhear the exchange between the two dinos. The greaseball Ankylosaur, without even looking away from the cabinet, starts rattling off his credentials to Olivia, as if it was a job interview. You know, I'm the best dressed kick player this side of Volcadera, right? Double less ranked. 3 online tournament wins. Fucking 3 only? 3 online tournament wins. Besides, 50 cents. It's not... Shut up a nut already. Real. Olivia's voice causes the ankylosaur to grimace and finally turn his head. You really want to try me? Look, Timmy Tim. Oh, damn. What? What did he say? You gotta know that I'm... His jaw clicked shut as his eyes managed to sweep above and then down to Olivia. His eyes squinting as his retinas slowly adjust to the low lighting of something not displaying brightly colored, pixelated characters. Bro, you know I can't be bringing chairs over here. Not after last summer. Olivia growls and raises a fist. I think the pale-scaled dino finally sees who is challenging him. His mouth flaps helplessly as he tries to explain himself before just stopping himself completely. Never mind. Sorry. The Gator girl sighs and taps a finger on the quarter sheet placed down. Rules say you can't refuse, right? His head tilts in confusion. You know, you look to be the new champion, right? Yeah, oh, okay. I know how to... whatever. This is the champ's cabinet, right? Damon's come over by this point, followed closely by Liz's head. Champ's cabinet? Unofficial, but that's the oldest one here. Been here since the dawn of time. It's like sacred or something. I look over the old machine. The paint on it chipped and positively covered in marker ink to the point that the only legible thing on it is a very juvenile edit to the game's title. Nice. This thing? Yeah, man, they only let the head honchos actually use it. If you're spotted trying without credentials, you end up headbutted. That's bull, but I believe it. I look back to Olivia, who's having a withered stare down with the squat guy she challenged. You calling him squat guy? Or is it because he's just staying there? Look on, lady. I'm a big deal here. Buster Nuts, crown champ in all of Volcadera. This particular jackass dress kick machine's got a history. It happens to be the same machine that Dino the Rex Go managed to parry. Quit stalling and fight me already. I'm not, I'm just, setting the stage is all. Plus, you think you're the only challenger I've got. I look around, noticing that there is now a group surrounding us. On my title, champion, I'll take all comers now. A huge whisper goes through the crowd. Wani, form our line now. Okay. Tallest to smallest is crazy. What? No cutting. I fucking mixing up the voices already. Heck yeah. We're gonna wipe the floor with you, Buster. Wait. What? I don't even play video games. I'm not really a gamer either. You are a false prophet, and I am disappointed you, Inko. Too bad. Consider it the blood tax. I want to protest further, but Olivia's head turns towards me with a pleading look on her face. Besides, do you think I want to put my hands on that thing? Who knows where... We're in. Inko! Yes! Come on, Liz. It won't be that bad. It's gonna be very bad for her. You're still by the Braccio booze, right? Hold tight, I'll come get you. Damon pushes back through the small group around us, following Liz's neck to find the rest of her. Her head swivels around and gives chase, her pleas to not have a play falling on deaf ears. Braccio booth? The arcade's claustrophobic, so brachiosaurs would tend to bump into everything, including each other. There was some lawsuit, so now there's a few platforms placed where people like her can sit and reach everything. There's even some water fountains attached. Doesn't stop things from getting tangled when there's multiple, but it's something. Huh. Lore. We love lore, don't we, boys? especially ones of the From Software kind. In the end, Liz must have relented because she shuffles up to the rest of the group. Fine, let's just make this quick. Liz reluctantly steps forward towards the arcade cabinet, a crooked smile forming on the self-proclaimed champion's face. It doesn't take long for Liz to completely lose. The large ankylosaur's hands move like a blur as they dance across the controls, pummeling their digital opponent to the ground. As boastful as he was earlier, he at least proved that he was skilled at Jurassic Kick, the screen displaying perfect. Only after a minute against Liz. Liz crosses her arms and starts heading back to her old seat in the booth, head and toe with a pout. What was even the point? Buster leans his head back against his clasped hands to show that it was no big deal. Next victim. Damien struts to the cabinet and jams his head and his hands into his pocket for his change. There you go. Is there a whole piggy bank in there? I haven't seen your group around here before. Tourists? Oh, nah. Liv and I used to come here all the time. Life's been tough, you know. So we got some friends to come along this little trip down memory lane. Line up the move a bit. Why does everyone need to hear the life story, Damien? That's what I'm starting to get about you and starting to get annoyed about as well. This place hasn't changed much in the years either. Aha! He hoists the quarters high and jams them in the slot. Once more the screen lights up and the character selection and music busts in. Buster considers his selection and ultimately chooses the same character, of course. What? Wait, Damien changed the what? What did he do? I'm sorry? Change the buttons and picks right after. So he's trying to pick his characters, yeah? That's what I'm getting? What's with Death Glare? Damien just picked a counter to his character. Probably expects us all to be beginners. Buster does seem a bit more tense now. Been a while since then, though. Fuck. Her explanation is cut short as her words take on a scratchy quality to them. Hey, you okay? What, I'm fine. I can go and refill your canteen pretty quick. Sure, thanks. She reaches behind her and unhooks her severely dented water bottle from her chair. Dented because of that fall, huh? That's what I'm guessing. Oh, it's still the sound index. Sound quote-unquote index. There's something to look into for Christmas. That Buster guy said there was water by the Braccio booths. Although I can't imagine the water here is very good. Christmas? What? What am I thinking? I haven't gotten anyone a gift like that before. Are you talking about the water? Because I'm very lost. Focus, Inko. You're just getting some water. Possibly Guitar Hero on the left here? Possibly? Or Rock Band? Oh, God. We got some dance pads in the bottom right, though. Possibly even on the top of that one. Just had to look different for some reason. Alright. I head deeper into the arcade towards the center, passing through the aisle lit by game screens. You guys... Are you guys done already? No, just refilling Olivia's bottle. Guess I'm gonna miss Damien's match. Say, Liz. It's sticky here. What is it? Her head comes in close and as she eyes the weird brand on the canteen. Oh, that's from some weird damn. Oh, that's from some really old show. Like back in the 90s old. Why? Just curious is all. Well, I never really asked Olivia about it. Maybe I should. After all, I think I recall watching a video essay about it. Of course. Who doesn't want to watch a 10-hour video essay? I know I'm exaggerating on the length, but goddamn. They all must be fucking... That'd be like, what? An hour? 2 hours? Maybe even 3.5? God damn. Though I could never really get into the older stuff, the animation always looks so choppy. What's wrong with that? That's the soul! That's just how it is. Mung Bean, you Eminem. Recapping the bottle, a lead lets us head back into the fighting game section. It's surprising that Damien and Buster are still playing. This time both of their hands slamming furiously on the controls. A crowd has even formed around the duo, exchanging low whispers as they watch the old CRT screen. I pick out Olivia at the front of the crowd, close to the cabinet so she's able to clearly watch. She's hyper-focused, to the point that when I swish the ball in front of her face, he just leans over to keep watching. Evil it is, then. I hold the canteen above her nozzle and carefully tip it over until a few drops fall on her face. Her tongue laps along her lips and swipes up the nourishing droplets before glaring at me. Hey! Here you go. Fresh from the latrine. Har. I can barely tell what look that even is. She takes the bottle and downs most of it right away before clearing her throat. Thanks. How's Damon's match going? Well, he's getting too aggressive. Is he? Yeah, Buster picked a rushdown character, so Damien picked a zoner to keep Buster at distance. I guess so. Problem is that zoners are notoriously bad when it comes to footsies, and are even worse with mix-ups, which means that if Buster is able to get into Damon's hurt box, he's gonna get super punched and might even lose the set in a single... Wait a second. I'm human. So Damien has to keep his distance. What? Did two dialogue sentences just go? Not looking good for him, he's probably... Okay. Oh, crap. Olivia and I watch it from the sidelines over the next few seconds. Buster pulls off an impressive series of moves that crush Damon's character into the ground. Almost like he was waiting for us to get back. Wow, you actually knew how to play. Buster jams an accusing finger my way, as though marking me for death. You're next! Damon's expression carries a hint of disappointment as he steps away from the cabinet, but he quickly peps up and resumes his usual jovial self. Just me and Olivia left. Nervously step up to the cabinet. A plethora of characters in various fighting poses stare back at me, each with their own promises of victory. I recall an old saying Coach Solly said, If you do not know what we're doing, then the opposing team certainly can't anticipate our future actions. What, so you're gonna go Imperial Japanese on them? I tap my joystick over the large question mark in the middle of the screen. It's highlighted, to the astonishment of spectators and my visibly nervous opponent. The game begins, and my opponent beside me seems unexpectedly calm as he manipulates his controls, compared to me, trying out every button and stick input to figure out what the heck I'm doing. Unlike Damien, who at least looked like he was holding on his own against the Blue Buster, I was getting the digital crap kicked out of me. What a rotten bit of luck. Every attempt I made was met by my character grabbing are being grabbed and thrown in some ridiculously elaborate way. But another perfect. It's not two perfects in a row, but it is another perfect. By the time the perfect announcement plays out on the screen, I can feel my wrists cramping from the crazy amount of button mashing I'd done in under a minute. At least I lasted a little longer than Liz. Don't feel too bad. I am the best here after all. Yes, snort-filled laughter grates on my ears as I walk back to my friends. All of them staring daggers at the pasty-scaled dino. The rest of the crowd are in an uproar along with him, and I can feel my ears heat up at the attention. Olivia's eyes are narrowed as she wheels herself into position, her tail lashing roughly against the ground as she waits for the laughter to die down and her turn to finally begin. Buster chuckles to himself, while crackling his knuckles. I just finished wiping the floor with your friends while hardly breaking a sweat. Just so you know who you're really dealing with, I'm God damn again. I'm Buster Nuts, achiever of octaves in the annual Jurassic Kick Wisconsin E-Tournament, demolisher of Icaria, second best player of 2007 to 2012, and co-leader of the Midwestern branch of the Mighty Mammoth Gamers Guild. You won't look bad for ducking out. Or are you ready to get busted? You're You're fat! You're fat! You're fat and you should feel bad! Kill yourself now! You know, you can still back out of this. Olivia's response is to insert her coin slowly, without breaking eye contact with Buster, with what I can only describe as a predatory leer. She then slams her fists on the start button. Buster instantly moves his cursor towards a different character. Demon next to me lets out a soft gasp. What? What's wrong? What's the character's like 3 kinds of bullshit is what's wrong. What? For one thing, he's usually gentleman's... What? Well, for one thing, he's usually gentleman's band and tourneys, and... his mouth is moving, but all that comes out is alien words. So basically, James May explaining to Jeremy Clarkson. That's what I'm getting here. Buster lets out a chuckle and turns to look at Olivia, giving her a smug grin. Olivia doesn't seem at all fazed by Buster's character choice, clicking her joystick lazily. As soon as Olivia picks her character, the game announcer blares the name aloud. Wani Long! Hey! New soundtrack too, hell yeah! Demon turns to look at me. The excitement in his face is overbearing. That's Olivia's main! Oh man, this will be one hell of a fight if Olivia's breaking her out. So... Is this Wani Long a good character? Also Wani. Funny Wani moment. Shortest explanation you'll understand is yes. What's the long one? If you don't know what a Shoto is, it'll take too long to explain. What the fuck? I thought you were gonna say Shoto, but no, that is not even what you said. Blah. Well, Damon Ram... Oh, of course he's yapping. Of course he does that. While Damon rambles on, I recall Olivia's motivation just to get here. A look she had. More than anything piques my curiosity. So, how good is Olivia with her? Damon replies to only give me a big wide grin. Oh, you'll see. A loud soundbite from the cabin speaker signals the start of Olivia's match. Given the way Damon spoke of Olivia's skills, it's like it was derived from an ancient scroll. I expected it to be a flurry of pixelated beatdowns and tactful controlled play. But instead, it looked like nothing at all. On the large display, both characters are just shifting back and forth. The joysticks in Olivia's and Buster's hands clocking about fiercely. Honestly, it looks more like they're attempting to make their digital avatars tap dance. Ooh! What, did I miss something? I don't want to turn my eyes away in case something happens. No, like, they're trying to get a read on each other. It's like they're trying to predict what the other will do so they can counter and steal the match. Oh. So like they're sizing... There's a heavy cracking thump on the floor in front of me. Olivia's tail lashed at the base of the cabinet, while Buster's thagomizer had managed to crack into the concrete floor beneath him. On screen, the characters finally made contact, and sent each other flying in opposite directions. Behind me, the crowd starts cheering. Finally excited that there was some actual action happening. Damon's hollering next to me, cheering on Olivia with all his might. Ooh! Oh my god, look at fucking Liz. This looks like we're in Chinatown, I'm not gonna lie. You gotta appreciate the art though. There you go. Though the excitement dies down again as the duo resumes their cyber posturing. My eyes darted between Olivia and Buster. Olivia's completely absorbed in the match. Her eyes are wide and full of killing intent. Buster, on the other hand, seems like he can barely contain his fury. 10 seconds on the clock. Olivia comes in clutch, punishing Buster's character with an impressive string of attacks. He manages to get away with a single pixel of health just as the time limit runs out. Winner, Wani long! The crowd goes nuts as Olivia's victory is announced. And you know what? I can't help but cheer along with them. Olivia slumps back on her mobile seat and lets out a sigh before returning to her original position. Buster lets out a snort, twists and stretches his neck, and cracks his knuckles, before once again gripping the controllers tight. Round 2. Clash and Trash. The crowds return to a more silent state of observing the match closely, only low murmurs as they gawk at the two highly skilled players. The words passed around me, attempting to draw my eyes away. Weird for him. Surprised not doing the... Is he playing with her? Come on, Olivia! Up the lads! Damon's shout above the rest of them nearly blew my eardrums, but I shared his sentiment as the stylized characters exchanged simple blows. The timer continues to tick down, Buster once again being put on the defensive. With how all the previous bouts went, Buster always had control with a cutthroat level of offense, but I didn't think of him being this passive. The countdown once again hit 0, this time with Olivia's character slouching in defeat, and the crowd cheering again, though less enthusiastically than before. You got this, Olivia. Just one more win and you're champ again. Olivia's shoulders tense up at what he said, and all eyes stared directly at her. Damien! Come on, Hot Wheels, show them why they're the best. That is crazy. Fucking Hot Wheels, though. She groans a bit and refocuses on the screen. The group simmers down in silence, in anticipation of the start of the final match. The sudden silence actually catches me off guard for a second. Long enough for my own doubts to catch up to me. Buster's playstyle. It's like he's not really trying. The match starts, and the hype flares right back up. That's stupid of me to even think. He's a Gamer Bro champion type. He's got way too much to lose. And yet... Hey, Damien. Yeah? Do you notice anything off about how Buster's playing? You notice it too. Guess I'm not just paranoid then. Like, I didn't really watch your match, but he was always so passive? No. But like, these two are crazy good, so maybe this is all mind games. As if he's going to throw the game and let her win. Glance back at the ongoing battle happening on the screen, and take notice of Buster's hand movements. As Olivia launches her character into a fierce combo, sure enough, Buster hesitates just enough to let his fighter get hit by the first blow. That's brilliant timing. This is crazy. Huh? It then hits me all at once, like a freight train. The way Buster was looking down at Olivia, how he didn't want to take her challenge, all the excuses he was giving. He's a virgin! But also, he's throwing the whole match, isn't he? Damn it. Even here, Olivia was right. Damien, I think he's taking it easy on her. You think so? Damien takes a moment to ponder what he said. Dang. Even here. That's what I was thinking. Should we do something? What, interrupt the match? Everyone else is having fun. The crowd whoops again. Only now it sounds a bit different. Hollow. Mocking. Damien's frill sax was concerned. He turns to me. What we came here for is a good time. If she can't tell, what's the harm? Jeez. You know what I mean. Yeah, I do. I hate that he's right. I could stand up for her. I mean, no, don't do that. It's just an arcade, just a jolly time. Weren't arcade wars back in the day like gangs in arcades? I feel like that was a thing. It's not that time, okay? If that was actually a time. There's no gangs here, you're not forfeiting gang property if you win this match or lose this match. It's just a jolly old time, okay, Inko? Please. Just being there for Olivia when Mia was getting on her went pretty alright. But that was a while ago. I just don't know. I'll look over the crowd again. The match is about halfway done, judging by the remaining health pools. Oh shit, wow, yeah, I just realized. Okay, so we can actually cheer her on, or just don't be a bastard. Don't be a bastard to either one of these guys. I know it just says don't cause a fuss for Olivia, but that's also not causing a fuss for Buster there. Maybe Olivia does know? But if Olivia doesn't, I don't know. The crowds, apparently according to the dialogue, the crowds did cheer, but it's as if, I guess, well, in their words, hollow, I'm guessing like a ball getting kicked out of play, or an opponent, like, let's say Arsenal. Arsenal fans saying, "Way!" as soon as, I don't know, a Man City player tries to score a goal, only for the ball to go sky high. I'm guessing that's what they meant by hollow, or... Actually, did they? I know they said hollow, but they said another word. I want a ending 3 or ending 4, man. That's all I care about, at least for now. I want to have a good ending, do the 2 bad endings, and then do a good ending for last. I mean, we could cheer on Olivia. Damon did do it. But if we do it, we could break this concentration of hers. I think we're gonna go with the top option. Don't cause a fuss. No, even if this Buster loser wants to give Olivia special treatment for her disability, I'm not going to overcompensate for her sake. She hates that. There you go. As for the game, though, it's a bit disappointing. But what could you do? It's just one match. I've had plenty of fun with Olivia today. And we'll have fun afterwards as well. I should just focus on that and the game. On the display you watch Wani Long do some crazy gravity-defying rising spin kick. Doesn't this imply the nickname Hot Wheels is also giving out a pity? I'm starting to feel a little bad now. Regarding that thought. No need to make myself mad. Wani Long manages to go from the absurd kick into grabbing Buster's larger character and bodily dragging him to the bottom of the screen. The arcade machine replays the impact landing thrice, even in slow motion. Win! Oh, wow. Winner! Wani Long! Buster throws up his arms in defeat. Well, you got me. Looks like I underestimated you. He sticks out a hand for Olivia. When she goes to grab it, he shakes it firmly. Thanks. You're pretty good too. Buster raises her arm like a wrestling champion. The crowd bursts into cheers once more. Damien too. I considered if he just forgot. No, he has the right idea. I'm not gonna be a stick in the mud about it. Alright, that was awesome. Hey, you know they sell food here, right? You should get some snacks to celebrate. Well, I was smelling grease, so I was just assuming it was. Takes his own order and starts marching off in another direction. Damien, wait for the rest of us. I'm not seeing that. Behind me, Olivia's brow furrows with worry, just for a second. I smile back at her. She shakes her head and smiles back. You did pretty great. Thanks. You hungry? Damien wants to go get stuff. Damon's always hungry. But sure, I'm up for a pretzel. Oh, yes. Pretzel would go lovely right now. Alright, let's go catch up with them. What's with the cut off music, man? The snack bar is a small cutaway from the rest of the building, segregated by different style tiling and brighter fluorescent lighting. Yeah, I can tell. That one random yellow pole. God bless. God bless. There's not a lot of options aside from what you'd expect. Pizza, ice cream, chicken strips, pickles, and the like. When Damon asked for 2 slices of pizza, Liz got excited. The moment he got the food, however, he was already eating one while holding the other. She seemed really annoyed, but took his offer to let him pay for her food. He offered to pay for Olivia and myself, but the last thing I want for him to do is drain his wallet any further, knowing their living situation. It's barely over $10, so it's not like it bothers me. Olivia had gotten an order of chicken wings slathered in hot sauce. Hell yeah. I just went with the classic chicken strips and one of the sodas I recognized from the school vending machine. Oh, hello? We take a seat at one of the few open tables, and I struggle not to think about how often they're cleaned. Damon doesn't bother sitting with us. He just heads right back into the fray with both arms occupied by his dinner. Liz follows after Damon to keep track of him, or at least her head does. Olivia barely even sets her tray down before crunching. I subtly shift myself away from the maelstrom of molars and claws. Damien probably said he covered a meal because he knew Olivia would get like this. Sh Inko, please. Please, you're killing me with the Hot Wheels. It's not even it's a bad nickname, it's just too long. Sheesh, Hot Wheels. Would you like some actual meat on that? I didn't even know wing bones could get that big. Really? Can you show the class the wings? How big they are? Olivia responds by snapping the bone in two between her teeth. The marrow squirts out a little, and she has to get a napkin to wipe her cheek. Suddenly my own chicken tender meal looks even more unsavory, so I push it aside, closer to the tooth tornado. It only takes moments for her to accept my offering with no manners whatsoever. Thank you. Don't mention it. So, after we finish, any other plans? Olivia ponders my words while rolling a bone around her mouth like it's a lollipop stick. It's just a chicken bone, Inko. And I need more water. Okay, let's continue, lads. It's just a chicken bone, Inko. An oddly large chicken bone. I don't know. I've basically done all I want to do by now. Damon's probably got another 20 minutes before he burns out. I'm cool to hang here. Unless you want to do something. I actually don't play games much. I had fun playing with you, though. Olivia looks away for some reason. Should do this sort of thing more often. Yeah? Of course. I never had this much fun outside of my previous schools. Mainly because I never had many friends to hang out with. That's kinda sad. It honestly is. It is, but it looks like moving here was a change for the better. Plus, it's just fun hanging out with you. Though stained with sauce, Olivia's lips curled into a smile. And Liz and Damien too, of course. Though I have to admit, the way Liz gravitates towards Damien, it's almost like she had all this set up. What do you mean? Well, Damien and Liz are pretty close, so maybe she's using this as an opportunity for them to get closer. It's almost like we're on a double date or something. She jerks back to me, completely attentive. Did I say something? Really? Yeah, it's kind of funny. Since we hang out together pretty often, people might start thinking we're together. Something whips my back. Gah! Olivia grabs a hold of her tail. Crap, sorry. Yeah. I had fun today. Going out like this for the first time in ages. Then just seeing this place again. It's nice. That Buster guy said they renovated a bit in the last few years. Has anything else changed? Olivia looks into the depths of the arcade, looking for anything different. You know what? I think the wallpaper's changed. But other than that... He turns back to me with a nostalgic grin. No, it stayed the same. You know what has changed, though? What? The people here. Well, like employees? Them too, but I meant the regulars. When we came here, the place was always more... Your tongue probes your cheek as you considers different words. More... hectic? No, more packed. It was so easy getting through here today. I recall her almost running some people over to get across the building. And with the look she had back then, I don't think she'd have noticed if she had. Olivia's gaze lingers back toward the machines, the arcade machines. Back then, every machine was crowded. It was a lot louder, and there was always this something in the air that had everyone excited. What about when you and that guy were playing Jurassic Kick? Okay, yeah, it was like that, but way more. It felt like every machine had a crowd around it. everyone just getting crazy. It was always a pain to wait your turn. With the heaviest of sighs, Olivia turns back toward me. Just feels empty. Like everything else today. I mean, empty is good. We're able to get around easily. Never hit and runs notwithstanding. Or near hit and runs. And personally, this place feels crazy to me. Even here in this tiny food court, I can feel the rumbling loudness of all the people here resonate through my body. Her only response was a non-committal hum. Olivier handles her flask carefully, staring down at the sticker I had noticed earlier with a wistful look. I remember that Liz mentioned about it being it from an old show she watched. Say, I noticed a sticker when I went to refill it. What's it from? Oh, it's from some old anime I remember watching growing up. It's nothing really special. From some anime, huh? What's it about? You want to know? Oh, I see your eyes. You got those anime eyes, man. Like, glistening. Sure, I never really caught on the whole anime stuff, but I'd like to know what it's about. Well, if you really want to know, it's not like any other anime. It's called Gundam. Ah, yes. People do love them Gundams. I saw the Gundam stand in Medicon recently too. I sometimes see some Gundams in Target, like in the clearance section though. Kinda weird. For the next 5 minutes, Olivia tries to summarize the premise of Gundam in detail. Oh wait, no. H, there you go. It was just adorable seeing her lounge around, ailing. Given that I'm clueless as to, what it is, Given that I'm as clueless to it as I was with fighting terminology, the plot sounds completely esoteric. The stickers of a symbol worn by the faction of Space Noids fighting for their independence. Oh boy, we love independence, don't we? Sounds like just a noble group with a goal like that. Watching her talk so passionately about the series. Franchise? Oh. Well, that's a lot. For how long? But that's alternate universe stuff. Oh, and there's the martial arts one. The martial arts one? I know Gundam is a big-ass series. Man, I know there's the fucking game game that's basically all about the Gundam toys. I heard that one is a bit disappointing, but I have that. I think it's called Gundam Breakers or something like that. Yeah. What am I even looking for? Oh, the Switch. Here we go. As she continues through her description of the franchise, I start to realize how enamored I've become. Not just about hearing the show, but from seeing Olivia talking about her favorite show with such passion and energy. I find myself engrossed in her voice as she recounts a particular version of the anime. She's even taken to emulate segments from the show. And in the end, he finally admits it, and it's one of the biggest romances Gundam's done, and her sudden pause worries me. She probably realized, eh? What's wrong? Nothing. Doesn't sound like nothing. Rather, given the roughness in her tone, her throat finally ran dry. Do you need another refill? I'm good. She drinks deeply from the canteen that had started this all off. It's been a while since she talked herself dry like that. In fact, I can't recall the last time she desperately needed to hydrate like that. I think maybe around the start of school year. She releases the canteen and lets a breath of relief out. Better? Olivia nods. Yeah, anyway, where I'd learn... Actually, I've probably been babbling on too long about it. Oh no, I don't mind it at all. Nah, it's fine. Besides, you let me talk about my favorite show, so tell me about yours. Mine? Well, I haven't finished anything yet. Mostly just video essays about old shows. You and your fucking video essays, my guy. You gotta let go a little bit of those. I'm told I can call myself a fan of video games without having played them, but does that apply to TV? Maybe, possibly. Olivia sure has taste. She can tell me exactly what kind of show she likes and why she likes it. I just know bits of trivia. No, that can't be right. I've seen lots of things in passing. Like... Teen Titans... I don't know, fucking... Top Gear... Monk... Psych... Fucking SpongeBob SquarePants? Camp Lazlo? Oh god. I don't know. Evangelion? Well, shoot. What a dummy. I have no... I have no swag. And I'm a style. I guess I spend more time watching in-depth video essays about shows than actually watching them. Man, that's embarrassing. No it's not. Okay, maybe a little. Thank you. But it's never too late to get into it. Do what you do or don't like. Next time you're over at my place, you can binge watch a whole anime series. I like the sound of that. But if it ever gets too intense, you can always watch Power Raptors with Vinny. Power Raptors. There you go. Hey. Relax. Toku shows like that aren't just for kids to like. Toku? Okay. It's funny though. I remember my dad letting me watch it as a kid. Then he got into it because I showed him. If you don't mind me asking, you mentioned that your dad's in and out of town because of his job. What is it like exactly? He's in contract with the DOD. DOD? Wow. Oh wait, Department of Defense? Really? Yep. Been working with the Air Force since I was a baby. Military child. Normally he isn't called that often, but when he does, it's pretty lengthy. Weeks, even months. That must suck. It isn't all too bad. We still call each other and send messages. The work just keeps him busy. Well, that's good. Keeping in touch with your folks is important. Why do I feel sad now? A bit of connection, possibly? What about your parents? What's their job? Oh, mine are joint partners in architect. You and your nerd emoji. Well, actually emoji. It's why we move around a lot. The main reason why we're here in Volcadera to begin with. Now it all makes sense. What does? You know. She points at my sheets and jacket. Having on a jacket and shades doesn't automatically make me rich, Olivia. Dude, who else wears clothes from Abercrombie and Flynn and has extra pairs of Ray-Bans glasses on them? That is true. That is very true. You and your spare Ray-Bans. People in mansions, that's who. I don't live in a mansion. For your information, it's a two-story complex with an automatic gate and... Oh. Funny. It has a gate. And it's auto as well. I see what you mean. Now you get it, moneybags. Suddenly Liz starts waving her hands around excitedly? What the? Inko, Olivia. Damien comes rushing in, both arms filled with a pile of tickets? Whoa, mama, that's a lot of tickets. The other end is still trailing behind him. Damien got the jackpot at a millionaire. There's probably like 1,000 tickets. I'm gonna go see what this gets at the prize counter. Or corner, come on. Oh yes, we gotta go to the prize counter. Holy crap. Yeah, alright. You done eating, Olivia? She takes the basket of chicken strips and pushes back from the table. Yeah. I roll my eyes and fall behind Damien to the prize counter. Why'd you roll your eyes, man? What's wrong with that? He plops his winning stash on the counter in front of the unamused clerk. So what'll this get me? Nothing. You need to drop those in ticket counter first. Aw, damn, nearly forgot. He rushes off to get them counted. Now look over the options. There's a few old games up on a tall shelf for several thousand. What's the exchange rate supposed to be? Below me in the glass counter is a bunch of candy and small plastic novelties. There's a lot of joke items. Whoopee cushions, air horns, things like that. In one corner is a series of licensed and generic plush toys hanging. What do you think he'll get? Probably the mini RC car? Or no, maybe that plasma globe. We didn't really see her with her arms like that, have we? He's going to get a handful of candy and let us have the rest. You think so? Alright, I'm back. He hands the ticket over. I spot the number 1247 printed on the ticket. Dang, that's enough for one of the plushies on the wall. Let's see. I want... Hey, how about that? He points to a small foosball table on the top shelf. The clerk glances up at it and back. That's gonna be like another few thousand. Ah, damn it. Well, come on, man. Come on, you can't be like that. You're out of ideas already. I guess I'll have some of those then. The clerk gets a small bag of chocolates from the display. You guys can have the rest. Oh, nice. I really don't need anything here. Nothing's really speaking to me either. I might want something. Olivia scans the corner. There's enough tickets for a medium prize. She might be going for a paddle ball or something. Paddle ball. Oh, that was eyes again. Whoa. Look at that. SpongeBob moment. She points to the plushie corner. The blue slug thing? No, next to it. Okay, now there's the slug. There's a weird dark green thing hanging in the corner. The only one of its kind. I kind of want to drop kick it. Very real. That one? I don't know. Something about it really makes me want to... I don't know. Tie it to a firework and set it off into a deep fryer. Nice. I was just thinking about the same thing. Well, you were thinking about drop kicks, but whatever. You guys are rude. I just noticed the smug face on Inko. I'm not saying you're wrong, though. It looks like he's the reason we have taxes. I hate his face. He thinks he's better than all of us. I've gotten used to it. It's been around for years. Tell it I hate it. You don't really want it, right, Olivia? Wow, it's just like me. That's crazy. An accurate description of her. Her eyes are bright and wide. She's in love. OP. OP. OP is faggot. The clerk hands her the stuffed toy and she looks deep into its beady eyes. God damn. Yep, just like me. I'm going to set that on fire sometime. Not if you like having both arms. We have two for a reason. The argument continues for several minutes. Guys, it's getting late. I think it's time we head out. Ah, shoot, she's right. Even though the weekend starts tomorrow, I still have a curfew that my folks are strict about. Agreed. Aw. I guess you're right. On the way out, Damon stops and breathes in deeply. You know, this was a lot of fun. Now, where's she going? Oh, look at her shoes. It's like the Pedo Bear. Oh my god. Immaculate. Air Yeezys, don't want them. Nike Air Mags, do not. It's absolute sacrilege. Fucking, I don't know. Adidas. Your gods? Do people even want those? Do not shove it in my face. I want the Pedo Bear slippers. What the hell are those supposed to be? Actually, what style, I mean? Mules? The Pedo Bear mules? Whatever. Nice styling, though. I'll just say that. Nice styling. What's Damien talking about? This was a lot of fun. Coming here together for the first time in a while. Thanks for taking us, Liz. Oh, it's no problem. Thanks to you guys, too. Yeah, man, it was fun. We should do this again sometime. Is it just like you remember it? Even better. I know it was a bit meh about the idea at first, but I'll admit, it was worth it. Back in the car, the argument picks up again. Jesus. Adorable. Absolutely adorable. Look at the interior. Was it brown before? I guess the lining of the seats? A bit 80s if you ask me, but a bit rich as well. Now I'm recalling back to the auto show back in 2023. The BMW i7? I think it was a luxury electric car and had this brown leather, really premium. It kind of reminds me of that. And also I think it also had a very clear roof, like for the driver's seat, or the front seats and the rear seats. It just reminded me a lot of that. Alright, I'm just saying, you should try hiding pencils in its ears until they come out the other side of its head. If anyone hurts him, I'll kill you. She stares with razor intent back at Damien. Okay, let's not get into fratricide over a plush animal. Olivia hugs the wretched thing tighter. So Inko, you want me to drop you off at your place? Oh dang, yes please. Hadn't thought of that. I quickly send Liz the address to my house, which she puts into Google Maps. Buckled in, we head out of the parking lot and onto the main road. Entering the freeway, we pass by the city, now illuminated. The early fall sunset bathes the car's interior a warm orange. And as we make our way home, I find myself recalling all the spots Olivia had highlighted. I wanted to ask her again just so I knew for sure, but seeing her rest peacefully gave me pause. Well, I suppose I can ask her another time. Better to let sleeping gators lie. Wait, lay? Let her rest. She had fun. Now she's tired. And that's all that matters. Amen. An absolute amen to that, brother. I know Olivia mentioned that the place was updated, but I'd be lying to myself if I didn't say that it looked a bit too grimy. Just hope I don't get sick. Is this what we call foreshadowing? Yep, I got sick. Yeah! Yeah! Wait, this is on a weekend. No! Sick on a weekend kinda sucks. Well, I experienced that. Oh, my family experienced that for the weekend. What a rotten bit of luck. I've been completely out the whole weekend. Sick like a dog. Must have caught it at the arcade. At first it was just a slight headache, and snuffy nose. What I had! By Sunday it felt like my bones were made out of paper mache. Nah. By the next day, I got sick during the Super Bowl. I did watch it, but I don't know if Yeezy actually posted that commercial, just a phone recording of him saying that everything's $20 on his website. I don't know if that's actually what he put out in the Super Bowl, but when I woke up again, it was the halftime. I know, for sure I missed a fair amount of commercials. But at least the next day, I literally felt a bit better. No headaches, a bit of a sore throat, and still a stuffy nose. That's it. I couldn't even go to school today. Man, this sucks. Oh. Actually, rest on a school day. At least there's something. I shouldn't have ignored the signs. The rapid weather change isn't helping at all either, between the pollen and chills. Worst part is, I'm falling out of practice. I tried on and off every hour to watch a drawing tutorial, but within minutes, my consciousness is overtaken by fog, and I retreat back to bed. At this rate, I'll never actually have the skill people thought I had at the beginning of that contest. Between the sunlight obscuring clouds and my own bouts of unconsciousness, it feels like I've been sick for weeks instead of just days. I would have asked my parents for some help, but they still had work, and the most help they could be was simply calling into school to let them know I was sick. Slurpin'. Oh, we look like, well, a bit looking like a blue monk. Also, we've never seen this room before, have we? A bit posh. I like it. Let me see the recording length as well. Alright, I think I'll just continue a little bit longer. It's definitely gonna be like an hour 30 I'm going for. I finish off the cup of medicine I made and go back to my noodles. The reason I'm even conscious right now is because I figured some soup would help out with the splitting headaches. And I've made sure the pantry's stocked full of cup ramen. I shovel even more instant noodles into my mouth as I lie splayed on the couch, trying to watch whatever's on TV. Eventually I decided to set this salty goodness aside in favor of scrolling through the notifications on my cell phone. Of course, I got a few dozen from Damien. Bless his heart. He's been giving me an hourly play-by-play of the school day. Why don't you just tell Damien to shut up? Oh, no, bloody hell. There you go. Okay. Got a few messages from Liz too. He's also filling me on school day, albeit not nearly as often as Damien. Even Olivia messaged me, and I feel oddly soothed as I read her well wishes. Suddenly, I get another notification, this time from Ben, It's a PDF of my homework, followed soon after by a simple get well soon animated emoji. Aren't I popular? I'll be sure to thank them in person when I'm better. Another weight of fuzziness washes over me, so I pop a few flu meds and chase it down with another gulp of the lukewarm chicken broth. 3 days of being sick as a dog, and it's only occurring to me that I haven't seen any sign of... Huh? I thought I already got my grocery delivery today. Or was that yesterday? Whatever. Nice animation there. I push myself upright on the couch, turn sick bed. I'm caring for all the styrofoam noodle cups and plastic wrappers that fall into my carpet. Wow. Really let things get out of hand. My head is spinning as I make the arduous 20-foot journey. I check of the peephole and nothing is there. Or maybe it's a small child. Trust these Scout cookies and sound awesome right now. I bet so. One hand works to undo the locks while I'm focusing on finding my wallet with the other. Damn poopy sleeves. If they weren't so Oh hey, it's Olivia. What's up? You dead yet? Olivia? What? How? What are you doing here? In spite of her cheerful greeting, Olivia shifts side to side in her seat. Her knees totter together. Mr. Anakin wanted me to give you the project worksheets for his class. Excuse me? She pulls her backpack up from behind her chair and reaches in, drawing out, manila envelope and waving it in my face. My dizziness intensifies as my eyes attempt to track the rapidly moving object in front of them. Oh, the one about Baroque? Thanks. Wow. That came out weird. I'm pretty sure Ben had just sent me those as a PDF. She snorts and lets the packet go, my hands fumbling to catch it before it hits the floor. Without batting an eye, Olivia pushes past me, as if wandering into someone's house is an everyday occurrence for her. Come on, the project isn't gonna finish itself. Huh? She's already wheeled herself to my couch and set a backpack on the coffee table. Yeah, figured you could use some help on it, or... And balks at the mountain of junk I'd left. I think her nose crinkles. Hard to tell from so far away, especially with how dizzy you are. Damn, Inko, you live like this? My head finally catches up with what transpired. Olivia's here now. Cool. Very cool. What is the sudden onset of vertigo? Guess I was standing upright for too long. Or you got it too fast. I only managed to stay up just enough thanks to the support of the wall. What? Just how sick are you? Pretty sick. Is that Jack there? Yeah. The disgust that was on her face is wiped away as she looks at me. Huh, I wonder why. Why is my floor coming at me? Ah. Owie. Absolute owie. And I think this is a good place to end it off. I think I'll just overwrite this. Hopefully next time I actually have more time because I do have school tomorrow. And it is a test day, so yeah. Time for studying.